Well, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. Today we have an Innistrad Remastered collector box case. This is a little mini inner collector case for my friend and yours, Mark. Mark, thank you for allowing us to open a case of 6 Innistrad Remastered collector boxes. Absolutely beautiful. I don't know why, though, they didn't put the Innistrad Remastered on the thing. They started doing this. It doesn't make any sense to me. For display purposes, it's crazy. You don't have Innistrad Remastered. They did this in Throne of Eldraine. They did this way back when for collector boxes, but it's a weird thing. I feel like that's new. Maybe I'm not realizing that they stopped doing that earlier or not. But anyway, Mark, you're going in for 6 Innistrad Remastered collector boxes. We're hunting serialized Edgar Markovs. This set comes out on Friday. We will not be shipping this until release day, yada, yada, yada. But holy moly, these boxes look crazy. And there's some really, really cool artwork in these. And we may be streaming this weekend or tonight some more packs. If you're not on this channel, follow along on the channel. We're going to start streaming a little bit more, which will be good. But Blood Token to start it off. Let's see. We got a rare. So you're going to have right off the bat, we're going to have the Retro Frame rare slot, the Heartless Summoning. And then we got a poster, the Cathar's Crusade. The poster cards are causing all sorts of ups and downs on people. Do they like them? Do they not? That's been one of the big conversation points. Another retro frame. I'm a big fan of all the retro frame cards. I think retro frame is the best looking frame. We've got the Bloodhall Priest, the Thraben Inspector classic card in the full art. And I think that's all the hits. And then you're going to have so 2 more retro frames that'll be commons, uncommons. And then the retro lands are going to look so cool in this set. And then you're just going to have kind of none. I don't know where the serialized card is, so we'll look through the whole cards just in case the serialized. I haven't watched anybody else open this. I like to do it first experience right off the bat. The Hopeful Initiate. I think the serialized would probably be in this slot, but we'll see. Balefire Dragon. There's a pretty good reprint. The printing is pretty dark in this set, which has a pretty cool feel because the set is obviously Innistrad, dark looking, dark feeling. Thing in the Ice that flips into the Awoken Horror, a Lunarch Veteran, and then the Gear Reach Bandit and a Morbid Opportunist. So one of the big things for this set, in my opinion, Labman. All right, Labman as an uncommon. One of the big things of my set in my opinion, is I'm not sure what I'm not sure how much value they can. Oh, Snappy, a Snapcaster Mage. It's kind of hard to figure out how much value you can add into this set when things like Snapcaster Mage used to have so much value and now just don't. But holy moly, that is a beautiful looking retro frame foil Snapcaster Mage. And the Spell Queller, one of my favorite old Magic cards. And Collected Defiance. People are gonna be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he said Spell Queller was an old card. Dude, Spell Queller make you feel old right now. Spell Queller is like a 20-year-old card, bro. It's like a 20, your Spell Queller is now an old, it's almost, your Spell Queller is almost ready to drink. That's how old your Spell Queller is. All right, Tree Folk into the Metallic Mimic. All right, and a Liliana of the Veil. See, this is where it's like, man, how many times has Liliana been reprinted? But this is probably the first retro frame Liliana, which is pretty cool. Vanquish over the Horde. I think that's going to be this set's kind of big question mark is the value. What's the value engine? There's no big, land cycles, kind of rough. Oh, dude, retro frame foil Delver of Secrets. That's going to be a huge common hit for the retro frame. That's a huge hit. I'm putting that in the hip hop. That's going to be a huge hit. Those are the types of things that, man, they're going to have value off the front, but then I'm not sure how long that value holds. You're going to have a lot of people opening up this set. You're going to have a lot of people engaging with this set, and supply is relatively limited. Mausoleum Wanderer, beautiful Mausoleum Wanderer, and the Gitrog monster in the border. So I think some of these have double frame, or maybe that's just the secret layer. That Gitrog monster looking pretty cool. I have come to accept those borders. I know everybody right now, oh, Grizzlebrand, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to play limited with this. Griselbrand. Can you imagine pulling a Griselbrand in limited? How much fun that would be. There's the Twin Blade Invocation, Lunarch Veteran. Limited is going to be super fun in this. I think the lands are obviously cool, but we have so many retro frame lands now that kind of stuff's not going to hold up any premium or any value. Cryptolith, right? I don't know. I worry sets like this. I'm gonna be a broken record here. Sets like this, I worry about the value. This is a pseudo master set. That's what these are. These remastered sets are just their excuse to do a master set every year. And at some point, there's just not the reprint equity you need to be able to do a master set every. Oh, Edgar Markov in the showcase foil. All right, there we go. Gravecrawler, awesome card. Eldritch Evolution. I mean, these cards are all amazing and very fun and thematic, and it feels good. And drafting this is going to be so much fun and nostalgic, and it's going to be such a good experience for people. From a set perspective, though, they got to just do what they're doing, which is not print a ton of it. Vexing Devil. Oh, man. All right, I'm just going to enjoy the cards. Vexing Devil is so cool. And an Emrakul now. Dude, Mark, let's go. Emrakul, the Promised End in the border. That's Temporal Majesty. What a pack. What a pack. What a pack. Abundant Growth. Oh, dude, check out this artwork on that Abundant Growth. That is so good looking. The thing that worries me is that how many master sets can they really do like this before there's just no more equity, no more ability to print reprints that get people excited. They're not there yet, but they're getting awfully close with, doing this one set a year and then also having Commander Masters reprint and, that kind of thing. So that's the concern for me all the time. But I will say, being fully in the flashy era where we care about all these different, types of cards and different looks on the cards, it seems like there's plenty of opportunity to sell packs with stuff like this currently. So it's kind of wild. I know people are either going to love it or hate it. My piles are all over the place. People are either going to love it or hate it. But I think the best thing for a set like this is the nostalgia attached to drafting. What we got here? A poster frame foil Through the Breach, which is an arcane. Dude, how do you know what card this is? How do you know what card this is? Is it Splice into Arcane? Is it Through the Breach? Is it the creature that gains haste? Like, it's such a wild... if you don't know what that card is, how do you even know? Like, it's wild. Thalia, a Mystic Retrieval. I love... I thought that was a... I love the graveyard up there saying that it has a grave mechanic. So cool. I don't know. The border cards are cool. Again, I go back to, like, it's not Magic. It doesn't feel like a Magic card, but it doesn't matter. Westvale Abbey. Dude. Oh, I need that so bad. This is one of my favorite cards in the game. I need this so bad. The retro frame Westvale Abbey. Holy moly. I cannot. And a Griselbrand. I cannot wait to draft this set. Dude, I need to get me a retro frame foil Westvale Abbey. Need to. I need it in my life. And a Garrick the Relentless. The retro frames are my favorite. The retro frames are they're just my favorite. Okay, so that was a pretty good home run of a box one. We got Liliana retro frame. The question is going to be, how many duplicates do we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mythic. We got a retro frame foil Snapcaster, a retro frame Liliana. We got the Edgar, the Griselbrand. We got an Emrakul. We got a border, dude, what a crazy box one. We're just going to roll box 2. We're not going to clean up our things in between it. So let me know in the comment section, what are you excited about this set? Is it playing limited? That's what I would say my most exciting thing for me is playing limited. I think I'm very excited on Friday. We're doing a draft. I think on Sunday we're doing like a sealed event. We're going to have a lot of fun with this set. And I think that is for me what I'm most excited for about this. Ooh, Avacyn, Angel of Hope off the bat. a mythic borderless poster art. Dude, the printing on this is, my camera's, it's not that it's dark in this room, the printing is dark. The Spell Queller, the Hullbreak Horror, Decimator Provinces, Abundant Growth, Thriving Expector. That's what I'm most excited for. What are you most excited for? And then leave me a comment of like, do you like the borderless poster cards? Oh, another one, Olivia this time. Back to back mythic posters. Do you like those? Is that something that you're a big fan of? Or you feel like, oh man, it doesn't look like a Magic card, that kind of thing. I feel like the comment section on that doesn't look like a Magic card is going down. Like, people have just kind of accepted that Magic cards no longer look like Magic cards. The Bloodkeeper now, and a Crater Hoof Behemoth. Holy moly. I don't remember that being in the plane of Innistrad. I don't know why, but I don't remember that being a Innistrad thing. That's crazy. And a Vexing Devil. And more lands. Yeah, like, I don't know. I think people have just accepted that Magic cards no longer look like Magic cards. Now that's contrary to me, my biggest thing is these retro frame foils I love. Like, I want it to be more Magic, and that is a Magic card to me. That is like the quintessential look of a Magic card to me. A back-to-back Captivating Vampires there. But I think I'm just like, I'm losing the war on anti, flashy cards. I think that's just the way it is. The people want the cool looking ones that turn your head. I want new people to be able to know what the cards do. And that's, now a Sorin, Imperious Bloodlord, and Retro Frame foil. I feel like we've gotten just about every hit that you can possibly get already. Dude, your piles are going to be jacked, dude. Sorry, Mark. Opening up a case there's a lot. There's a lot going on to open up a case. Now let's get talking about the serialized cards. Hullbreak Horror. Maybe if we talk about it, the serialized Edgar Markov will pop up. Dude, the price of Edgar Markov is going to crash this set. That's going to be a 20. I don't know what it's crashed already. It might already be a $20 card. That's going to be a $20 card after this set, though. We've pulled 4 of them in 2 boxes already. That's crazy. I think the serialized Edgar is interesting. I don't love the sets that only have one serialized card. Like even Modern Horizons 3 only having 3 serialized cards. I like when there's, a couple different things you can pull for the serialized. Having just one serialized card is kind of wild. I think that's going to be something that's hard to sell the set, because if you don't care at all about getting an Edgar Markov, you probably aren't going to go chasing in the set. You're probably not going to be like, I want to open some packs to get the Markov. Now a retro frame foil Crater Hoof. Oh, that is so cool looking. Dude, I got to say, the retro frame pulls in this, that's what sells it to me. That's what sells it to me. Retro frame pulls. That's 100% why I will open this. Is I'll be like, I need to pull a retro frame Liliana foil. I need to pull a retro frame foil Crater Hoof. Oh, I just did. Whoops. I guess I don't need to pull it anymore. Thanks, Mark. And a Spell Queller. Like, I don't have any need for a Crater Hoof Behemoth, but I want to see it. I want to hold it in my hand. Temporal Magistry. Beautiful artwork. I do love the borderless. Like, I wish that this was just like the regular Magic frame now. They didn't have so many different frames, and you just had that in the borderless. That'd be my preference. If I could have anything I would want in Magic, that'd be my preference, is just to have borderless. You could change up the artwork if you wanted, and a couple different borderless foil, and then retro frame and retro frame foil. You wouldn't need any of the regular kind of modern frame Magic cards. And I don't think anybody would really miss that at all. Tragic Slip is uncommon. But yeah, I'm super stoked to draft. This is going to be an amazing limited experience. Snapcaster Mage. Spell Queller. It's going to be an amazing limited experience. Grapple with the Past. One of my favorite, one of my absolute favorite cards. Love it. Man, crazy. I didn't know that was, I didn't remember that was in there. Last pack, box 2. Let's see, we had 10 Mythics box 1. What are we going to be here? Hallbreak Horror. We started out really strong, box 1. I guess we didn't count those mythics on box 1, so that was probably 12. We should be counting those. Rooftop Swarm, Audric. I might change up the piles here for a second, and we will count those. So I'm guessing we got 2 in each. So box 1, I think we got 3 mythics, and then 13 mythics, and then box 2, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mythics. So that box not quite as good, but some really cool cards. That Avacyn in the foil mythic poster is pretty cool. That's one of the big reprints of Avacyn. Again, I don't know that this is going to be your value set. I actually pretty sure this won't be your value set where you get to be cracking packs and making money. Every now and then a Magic set comes out like that. Foundations came out, and it was a set where you could crack packs and make a lot of value above kind of the current retail prices of the set. A set like this, I think, has 2... Oh, Meat Hook Massacre. As I'm talking about things making money, the Meat Hook Massacre, the first time we've seen that. A set like this has too few, I think, too few reprints that are really selling the set to kind of do that. I think what you're going for here, if you're a consumer, is, oh man, I want that specific card and I want to open it and enjoy opening some product, and this card is something that will be fun to chase. I don't think you're going to see a lot of people buying this just because the value is there. Again, I just don't think there's enough reprint equity in the set. That's not to say that it's not going to do good. This is going to do really well for a couple reasons. If you're still watching 18 minutes in, I'll tell you my real thoughts here. This set's going to do really good because the supply is pretty limited. Like, the supply of collector packs, you're not going to see a bunch more come up at distro. Another retro frame foil, Crater Hoof Behemoth. You're not going to see a bunch of supply of this at distribution coming back. This is going to be pretty much a one and done. They've already come out and said that they're not reprinting the play boosters, so there won't be a big restock of even like the play booster boxes. Now, distro probably going to have a restock of play boosters. They're probably going to have something that, next week you'll probably, as a store, be able to get a couple more cases or something like that. They'll probably slowly bring that out, but you're not going to have a huge restock that kind of you see on your typical standard release sets and that kind of thing. Here, you're just getting nostalgia. Conqueror's Closet. Hermit Druid. I don't know. That one doesn't do it for me. Sorin. That does. Love that. And a Chandra, Dress to Kill. Beautiful. That was 3 mythics in a row. Boom, boom, boom. 3 mythics. And then the big thing for this set, again, limited. It's gonna be the way that this set passes or fails. And I don't know why it would fail with the limited. This is just gonna bring out people who love the Innistrad theme, love the world of Innistrad, and this is what Innistrad, what we thought when people got excited for the previous Innistrad sets, Crimson Val and the Innistrad Midnight Hunt. When they said that, this is kind of what people had in their mind for Innistrad, and so a lot of that excitement from way back then that was so terribly dealt with will be on fire for a set like this that just goes back to the roots of Innistrad. But then 2 weeks from now, we have Aether Drift. So it's like, boom, it's over. Like, this is not even a blip on the radar for Magic. They're not even like advertising. Oh, I thought it was the serialized. I thought that was going to be the serialized. Oh, I'm so pissed. Captivating Vampire, another Crater Hoof. Jeez. And a Zealous Conscripts, Second Harvest. Blood Artist, retro frame foil Blood Artist would be pretty cool. Anyway, supply is going to be the reason that this just takes off. You're going to see this do really well. But if you compare it to Ravnica Remastered, it doesn't have the Archangel. Every time I go to complain about reprints, we pull something like this retro frame Archangel Avacyn. Beautiful flip card. Then we get an Emrakul, The Promised End, in Mythic. That one's really sick. Holy moly. This is wild. This is, maybe this opening is just normal. This seems like a really good opening. It seems like a really good opening. We still have 3 boxes left. We still have 3 boxes. Thing in the ice. Love that in the retro frame too. I don't know. It's wild. It's the remastered set thing doesn't doing a full set on just a plane is it's just a wild experiment to me. I still don't fully believe in it, but the problem is that they're making it work by lowering the print run. So like it works, and it's going to be good for the people who want to enjoy it and want to be a part of it. But anyway, Galvanic and another Westvale Abbey and another Markov. Jeez, this is where, like, man, there's not enough different cards. If you're going to open a case like this, you're going to get a ton of duplicates. And this is what you're going to see on the market too, is like the duplicates, the quantity of sales. It'll be interesting to see if there's the demand at lower prices for these cards. Like, how low does a Snapcaster Mage go? How low does Edgar Markov go if you're getting 1 or 2 per box on this? That's the question mark I have for sets like this. But Thalia, Heretic Cathar, the Bloodline Keeper. That's the first time I think we've gotten a Bloodline Keeper. Pretty good. And maybe we've just gotten really lucky with, the big polls, and you're not really going to get an Edgar Markov or Edgar Markovs in 2 boxes. Hallbreaker Horror, Avacyn, Angel of Hope again. Oh, I didn't do the... All right, hold on. I got to do that last box to give you guys the stats. Oh, dude, the flip card. Is that in a retro frame? I hope that's in a retro frame. That would be pretty sick to get too. Again, not a ton of value there, but that in retro frame, if it was like the meld card, melds together in retro frame melding, that'd be sick. Okay, so this box we pulled... So last box we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mythics. So we've been 13, 11, and 11, and now we're starting out with 2, the Bloodline Keeper and the Archangel of Hope. Arlen Cord, Mass Hysteria, a Temporal Majesty. And that's that. We're starting to get to a lot of the duplicates, so I'm going to start moving a little quicker. My voice is already gone. Avacyn, Angel of Hope, another beautiful, beautiful. Like, the printing is so dark, though. But, man, it is beautiful. Metallic Mimic, Cryptolith Rite, Essence Flux. I don't know where the serialized is. I'm assuming the serialized card would be in this first slot right here, and in the slot that's already got the foil borderless Cultivator Colossus. Dude, the artwork, the nostalgia. I mean, it's just all there. It's just all there. Leave a comment in the comment section. What do you think the price of the serialized card lands in? The Edgar Markov. I already saw one up on Facebook Marketplace for $1,500. I think that will sell, and that will be around the price point for a while. Gravecrawler. It used to be a big card. But I do think we will see that thing settle down into like the $700 range. $600 to $800 seems like a price point for that. I'm curious in your thoughts on that. Captivating Vampire. It won't be, in my opinion, like the serialized Shocklands. I think the Shocklands have a little bit more oomph attached to them, especially that you get a bunch of different serialized Shocklands, whereas here you're just getting the Edgar Markov. You have a limited number of people. Another foil retro frame Edgar Markov. You're going to see Edgar Markov price crater in this set. This is going to be more Edgar Markovs than the market can handle for sure. If you were one of the people complaining for years about not being able to afford Edgar Markov, which at one point was like a $160 card, I think, this is your opportunity. Thing in the Ice. Flip card with the Awakened Horror on the back end. This is certainly your Edgar Markov opportunity, because holy moly, did they reprint him. Sigarda, Host of the Heron. So that's the first time we've seen that. Maybe we're just getting lucky on the Edgar Markovs, because that's the first time we've seen the Sigarda. Swamp. In my opinion, Innistrad is one of the most modern feeling popular sets. What I mean by that, you have a Sorin Imperious Bloodlord in the borderless foil, and an Olivia, and a Snapcaster Mage. Wow, 3 mythic hits, and then a Tree of Perdition too. Pretty good. What do I mean by that? I mean that for the modern Magic player, somebody who kind of grew up the last 15 to 20 years playing Magic, this is one of the biggest planes. This is one of the biggest things they remember. Cultivator Colossus. This kind of nostalgia is going to be very strong to what I would consider the modern Magic player. Now, like a new Magic player, not going to have the nostalgia, but somebody who's been playing for 10 years like me, there's a ton of nostalgia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 mythics in box 4. We're on to box 5. What I mean by that is like the generational thing for Magic. Prior to my generation, I think it was like the Ravnicas, the the Dominaria. That was like the big thing, and they've already done Ravnica Remastered and Dominaria Remastered that hit those huge fan bases. They'd already reprinted a lot of Ravnica and Dominaria as well. That still brought a lot of nostalgia to people like me that did, Ravnica, Return to Ravnica, and that kind of set. But from a original set standpoint, Innistrad brings a lot of nostalgia to my generation of Magic the Gathering fan, because this was not a repeat plane. This was the original, plane for Innistrad. And here's a Meathook Massacre, beautiful poster variant of the Meathook Massacre, and a Garrick the Relentless. So it'll be interesting if that increases. Like, I don't know, are there more, nostalgia for a set like this than Dominaria Remastered? Because simply put, like the newer Magic fan is still around and the older Magic fan maybe has moved on a little bit. I don't know. I don't know what that means. I do know that this set's going to do well, though. Blood Artist. This is going to be just simply the different versions and variants and the flashy. There's going to be a lot of people who really like opening this. Oh, I put a mythic here. I threw the reach with a mythic. Huh. I don't know. I may miss more mythics then. I send all the cards, so Mark's getting all of it. Oh, Griselbrand poster card. Flying, lifelink, legendary creature, demon, Griselbrand. Crazy. Absolutely crazy cards in the set. Dude, I cannot wait to draft Griselbrand. I can't wait for that to be my pack 1 pick 1. If that's not my pack 1 pick 1, I'm just going to cancel the draft and let's draft again, baby. Let's go until I get a pack 1 pick 1 Griselbrand or foil Retroframe Westvale Abbey. Love that card. Such a fun card. If you're not running another Meathook Massacre and a Gitrog monster. There we go. If you're not running Westvale Abbey in your deck and you're allowed to, you need to run it. It is to flip a Westvale Abbey is one of the more satisfying things in Magic the Gathering. Galvanic Interaction and a Through the Breach again. This late into the opening, you're going to start seeing it's all duplication. Then you do the math on like how many mass box openers or stores that are opening, and that's where you start seeing the supply of a lot of these cards shoot way, way, way up. But again, if there's not that much product, it can, you can start seeing on sets like this, a lot of times what happens, the price craters on this week when everybody gets their product. And then come the buyers. Buyers buy a bunch of cards next week. Hull Breach Horror. Buyers buy all the cards next week. Necro Duality, that's the first one we got of that. Another Sorin. And then all of a sudden there's no supply left because there's nothing on the back end of next week. That's like, man, that can happen. So if you're going to buy singles, I would wait and start really paying attention to the supply of cards. When the supply of a card goes up to the 300-400, wait a couple days, wait till the price comes down. That's the time to buy. And then you're going to start seeing, once the supply is out, that's when the cards start going kind of up because there's just not more of this product coming out. So I am not cracking this up open for singles. That's not part of what we do anymore. Another retro frame foil crater hoof. That's like 3 retro frame foil crater hoofs. I'm not trying to get you to buy anything because of, it's selfish. I'm just saying that's going to be what happens here is you're going to have a rush to the market with the singles. And then on the back end of that, there's not going to be any products. So once it gets picked up, prices are going to start going up again for these variants until this particular card gets another reprint. And that's when it's like a huge, huge dip too. But all right, one more pack in box 5. This box seemed a little bit lighter to me. Maybe it's just that we've been opening so much. Archangel of Avacyn. Tragic Slip. All right, no serialized yet. One more shot, Mark. One more shot. All right, Mythic count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 mythics. I was just wrong, but no Edgar in that one. We did get a Meat Hook, which is pretty good, and 1 Avacyn. Last box for you, my friend Mark. This is our last shot at a serialized Edgar Markov. My voice is gone. Serialized Edgar Markov. Here we come. I'm going to move that up there so I don't knock over that stack of non-foils. Let's go. Eldrazi Horror and a Huntmaster of the Fells. Cryptolith Right. Reforge the Soul. Love that card. Thraben Inspector. Grappling with the Past in a Forest. Nothing but some commons and uncommons. These packs are easier to open. They're not the Japanese real thick pack that we've seen in a lot of the collector packs. Necro Duality, Mythic, Mythic number 1. Collective Brutality. See, this cycle is not going to have any value. That's going to be a 20-cent card. There's just not enough value in that cycle to hold up to that. Those are the types of cards that see reprint in like commander decks next too. Gravecrawler, once the value is completely gone. Captivating Vampire, Gitrog Monster, and a Hellevault. All right, Mark, let's get you a serialized. I really want a serialized pull on something like this. We've never seen it. We never see serialized pulls. Oof, that was a rough pack. We haven't had a pack like that. There's nothing in that pack. No mythic, no hit rare. Second Harvest. Wedding Invitation. Labman. Oh, 2 bad packs in a row. All right, here we go, Mark. Come on, baby. Through the Breach. There we go. And a Through the Breach. There we go. Bedlam Reveler. And the Swamp. I do love the retro frame foil lands. I always save a stack of retro frame foil lands like this. And I use them for all my commander decks. They're just so cheap now. It's like such a good way to do your commander lands. It's my favorite thing to do whenever I have somebody open a bunch of stuff at the shop. I'm like, hey, I'll buy all those retro frame lands from you. And then I just have I have like a 300 count box of the of the Dominaria Remastered lands. Vexing Devil, that was such a big set for us in our store. People loved Dominaria Remastered, and we opened a ton of it. So I have just a 300 count box of the retro frame foil lands, and then I just picked from there to open all my commander lands. This has been a terrible box, dude. This box is awful. We're gonna have huge hits here at the end because there's been no mythics. I mean, if this was your first box, if this is the only box you got of this set, oh, you'd be so angry at this set. What is going on? Rooftop. Temporal Magistry. Ugh. You would be so mad at this set if this was your only box. This is making your other boxes look really, really, really strong. Thalia. Necroduality. Come on, dude. Invasion of Innistrad. Holy moly. This box sucks. What a terrible way to end a video. Come on, serialized. Last pack. Oh, the Death Touch Gitrog monster. There we go. And a Gravecrawler. Wow, that's a rough last box. But I think maybe we'll just go with that the rest of the boxes were really good, because that one only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mythics. Give a rip in the comment section for Mark's last box. All in all, a very cool opening experience. Very fun, I thought. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Oh, I put some extra mythics there. I don't know. You can criticize my piles in the comment section too. That's fine. I think that for me, I love these retro frame foils. Those are going to be big hits. Those would be, in my opinion, targets for things to watch the supply on early on and pick up, your play set of retro frame foil Crater Hoofs. I don't think these borderless cards are going to be exciting for people. They're just, I don't know, they're not that great. But man, the nostalgia while you're opening this, the power level is pretty high on cards. I mean, you got Avacyn, you've got Crater Hoof, you've got Edgar Markov, Emrakul. You've got a lot of really good cards that are going to hold Meat Hook Massacre, that are going to hold up the value. And then you've got your share of nostalgic stuff like Gristlebrand, like Liliana, like Snapcaster, that are also going to hold up stuff. So I think this set's going to do pretty well, supply. But I think the win of this is to go and draft at your LGS on Friday night and enjoy the set's limited experience. Thank you so much, Mark, for allowing us to open up your case. Have yourselves a great day. Remember, be kind to the people around you.